to my self-discipline. Making an effort with my appearance first thing of a morning, you see, yeah, what you think.
Hey?
Now, if I was to start the day slopping around in my housecoat and curlers, well, that'd be a mistake of mine, wouldn't it? But if I make an effort, well, it sets me mood for the rest of the day. Not that I need to tell you, because you always make an effort first thing of a morning.
Yeah, right.
Don't mean to say that I won't ever come down in my housecoat and curlers, but...
No.
on a day when I have something special like today, it's well worthwhile making the effort.
Something special?
Yes, my job applications I'm sending out, I told you. So I'll be doing that this morning, and then, well, I don't know what I'm doing this afternoon, so if you fancy meeting me for lunch, well, be something to look forward to, all that.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'll have to give you a ring.
Well, tonight, I'm going to make it up to you for all the time I've been away.
Oh, well, that's definitely something to look forward to, eh?
Well, I brought back some very special oils for relieving tension and fatigue, and it's physical as well as mental, so, you feel like a new man.
Thanks for nothing. How many more bills am I going to get this week?
Hang on.
Oh, not another.
No. Look, I know it's none of my business, but... well, don't you think you ought to tell Jamie the truth?
Don't you think I've got enough to worry about?
He didn't believe for 1 minute that story you told him about the woman in the nightclub. He reckons it was a fella that hit you. How long is it going to be before he does find out the truth, eh? He's a sharp lad.
And who's going to tell him?
His dad. Jamie's dead set on seeing him again, and you can't keep them apart forever. It's going to be a lot better coming from you.
Do you think I don't want to tell him? To let him know what a swine Carl is?
So do it.
He won't believe me. I tell him what happened, and he'll think I'm just trying to get at Carl. That could turn him against me good and proper. I couldn't stand that. Without Jamie, I've nothing.
Morning.
Oh, hello, Bill.
Hey, cheer up. Might never happen.
Ah, good morning, William.
You're early, couldn't you sleep?
Yeah, you got me wrong there, Willie, son. No, slept like a log. You know that house is quiet as a mouse, so it is. Just thought you might fancy an early hard.
Oh, hi, yeah. Sooner we start, sooner we get done.
Oh, I see, yeah. You got some plans for night then, Willie, eh?
Not with you, Jimbo.
Oh, not with me, but with, perhaps young Maureen, eh?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about, and you want me to spell it out, then I suggest you move over for a younger man.
If you want a lift, you better get your skates on. I have a meeting with the chief executive before Parks and Cemeteries Committee.
Me? I've been ready 10 minutes since.
What are you up to now?
Nothing you need to worry about.
Yeah, well, I do worry, like I always do when I know you're up to something.
Oh, you're not still on about your birthday?
No, I've told you, I don't want any fuss.
So you've said.
Yeah, so what are you up to?
Nothing!
Well, why are you being so secretive then? You couldn't get that bit of paper out of sight fast enough.
Oh, there's no fooling you, is there?
So you are up to something?
Go on, you might as well read it. I'm not going to get any peace till you do.
Yeah. Small cut loaf. Washing up liquid.
Don't worry, I'll have it gift wrapped. Right then, have you decided? Is it to be a well cruise or a fortnight on the allotment?
We're definitely going away.
Mavis, we've so much to do at home. You're always saying we don't spend enough time together.
Well, we will be together somewhere else. Somewhere where it's a bit warmer and where I don't have to think about cooking 3 meals a day and all the washing and the ironing.
I'm thinking of going abroad.
Why not?
Because you're off at weekend. I mean, it takes you a month to plan a day trip to Chester.
Rita's right. It's far too short notice.
Oh, you can get some very good bargains booking at the last minute. Just leave it to me, Derek. Look, I'm taking an hour off later, so I'll just see what's on offer.
Don't I have a say in this?
You've had your say, Derek. If it was left to you, we'd be spending the fortnight turning over your vegetable patch.
Oh, now be fair, Mavis. I mean, Derek did suggest spending the first week painting the conservatory.
Well, don't go anywhere near that shark, Gilroy.
Oh, credit me with some sense, Derek.
Ah, good morning. Morning, ladies.
Alec, just the man.
Oh?
Yes, we were just talking about holidays. Now, where would you suggest this time of the year? Somewhere where there's a bit of sun.
Why, are you thinking of taking a break?
No, not me.
No, we were just talking, you know.
Oh, well, if you do fancy it, have some wonderful bargains on offer at the moment. You know, the Mediterranean, Canaries, you name it.
Do you hear that, maybe?
Oh, it's you then, is it? Oh, you're taking the time out.
No, well, yes, but we're not going away. No, we just haven't got anything planned.
Well, then you should have. Nice little break in the sun, set you up nicely for the winter.
Ah, but you see, Alec, Derek and Mavis have too much to do at home. You know, what with the allotment and the conservatory. Isn't that right, Mavis?
What are you up to?
Me, nothing.
So what do you need a checkbook for?
Because I'm making a check out, aren't I?
Oh, so?
Hilary Forrest, if you must. It was the horse money. Fred's coming in to collect it later.
Well, it's about time some of it were coming back to us, isn't it?
Oh, it will, it will.
Yeah, well, it better add, because it seems to me that Hilary Forrest is the only one that's getting out of it. She's on a good thing. £80 a month, and we've no to see for it. Anyway, don't let me hold you up. You want it in the bar when you're finished with that.
All right, no.
Where are you off?
Early lunch. Gonna meet someone.
Tony?
No, not Tony, actually.
Well, I couldn't tempt me to stay then, could I? I'll buy all the butters and everything. I just want to run through my new songs. Now, see what you think.
You don't need me.
Oh, come on, Max. It's better with an audience. Even if it is only you chomping your way through a cream cheese and avocado on whole grain.
No, I said I'd meet Tricia Greenwood.
Who?
She used to live near me. She's an hairdresser and all. She's going to put me right in the paying conditions.
You are joking, eh?
Anyway, I can't see what the problem is.
Eh?
Audience. They asked me what time the cabaret started.
Lovey, if Don comes in, tell us I'll serve him.
Oh, you're welcome.
He's not a bad lad, he's Don, you know.
He's got a face on him to turn the milk these days. Talk about touchy.
Yeah, well, you just have to work a little bit harder at it, won't you?
Me?
Putting a smile on his face, that's what you're here for, keeping the punters happy. Yes, pal?
What's up, girlie?
Nothing, nothing.
Yes, there is. Now, are you not pleased I'm home?
Oh, of course I am, of course I am. It's got nothing to do with you, all right?
So there is something.
Yeah. If you must know, it's the square dealers.
The square dealers?
Shh. I'm in enough trouble as it is.
Trouble? What sort of trouble?
I was summoned before the inner rectangle, severely reprimanded and disciplined.
Well, what have you done?
Nothing. I was dropped in it, wasn't I?
Who by?
Jack and his big gob.
Yeah, but how?
Oh, look, just forget about it now. You've asked me what the problem was and I've told you, all right?
Yeah, but if it's all over and done with, what are you worried about?
But it's not all over and done with, is it? I've got to pay the penalty.
What penalty?
The penalty of the 49 tasks.
Well, what the heck are they when they're at all?
I don't know, they haven't told me yet, but all will be revealed.
49 tasks? They could go on for weeks.
Months.
Oh, I don't believe this. Why don't you have a word with Jack?
I'm not allowed to speak to anyone, am I?
But nothing is worth getting yourself in this state for.
I've no option, have I?
Of course you have.
You don't understand how it works.
I don't care how it works. I care about you and I can see what it's doing to you. Now you just tell these square dealers that it wasn't your fault and you're not putting up with it. And if they don't like it, they can take a running jump.
Oh, a great career move that would be, wouldn't it? Considering it was my boss that got me in the first place.
Jack?
Yes, my turtle dove.
Don't you turtle dove me. In here.
Hey?
Now. up to summit. It were written all over your face. This cheque's made out for twice as much as what you said. Why are you paying over the odds, eh? Is this Forrest woman been giving you a workout and all?
Don't be daft.
So why?
Well, it's a sort of a loan.
A loan?
Oh, don't worry, we'll get it all back.
And who have you been lending money to?
Vera, why not for once? Why not? Can't you just trust me?
Trust you with your track record. This is our money you're chucking away. Money we can't afford. Look, we need all our money for Trisha's divorce, because it won't be cheap, you know. So come on, tell us, what you up to?
It's Don's share and all. He can't afford to pay his whack this month.
He's what?
Oh, come on, Vera. He's a mate of mine. I mean, if I can't help out an old mucker...
Helping him out? Look, lending him money's not going to do him any good. You're just helping him to dig himself in deeper. And if it's that hard up, the first thing that's got to go is this share of the horse.
Oh, come on, Vera. You know how low he's been lately. I, for one, I'm not going to kick him out while he's down.
Well, neither am I. But look, I mean, this ain't going to get him out of trouble. He's got to help himself. Now, listen, if you don't tell him, I will.
No, I have to tell you this, Maureen. He's a new man, so he is. Oh, here. I'm actually enjoying working with him. I'm very pleased for the pair of you.
I'm sorry.
You and Willie. I mean, I think you make a nice couple, you know.
Just a minute, Jim.
Oh, don't you worry your head now. I'm not going to go broadcasting it, shouting from the rooftops.
Yes, I can tell
like
who's been talking to you.
No, it wasn't like that. We were just having a quiet
And
drink.
what else has he told you about me?
Well, he said the pair of you were getting on well, you know. Gave the impression that you were becoming a bit of an item.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that, Jim.
And you. Strange the way things turn out, isn't it?
How do you mean?
Well, if your man had turned up, like, you know, you and Willie wouldn't have got together, would you?
What man?
The man who let you down on the date.
He told you about the dating agency, did he?
Oh, come on. Now, listen, Maureen, I have nothing against dating agencies. Honest to God, I'm going to be going down that road myself. Like, it's not soon enough. Mind you, I have to say, if somebody let me down, it'd be the first and the last time. Cheerio now.
Do you know, every time I set eyes on you, I get the impression I've seen you before.
You're going to have to think of a better line than that, Alec.
I'm warning you, I've heard them all.
No, I mean it. Have your sister in the business?
What business?
No, show business. A singer, dancer, knife thrower's assistant.
No.
Mother?
I got one of them.
Yes. Does she look like you?
She's a bit older.
And is she in the business?
Greengrocery was the only business she was in. She may have been able to juggle 3 cucumbers along with the rest of them, but as far as I know, she never did it for a living.
You've still got a very familiar face.
There's something wrong if I didn't. A number of times you've seen me behind this bar. So if this is one of your chat-up lines, and you're thinking of asking me to go on a Caribbean cruise and make me into a star, well, don't let me stop you.
25 years ago, I might have taken you up on that.
25 years ago, I wasn't even born.
You could be worrying unduly, you know.
I'm not. Wives never miss the chance to spend your well-earned brass.
Has Audrey actually said she's planning something spectacular?
She doesn't need to.
Mavis didn't even realise it was my 60th. Spent all day worrying about what she got in store for me. Nothing.
Yeah, well, Audrey's definitely not forgot, so if you get wind of anything...
Right.
Derek, I've done it.
Done what?
I booked us a holiday. Estoril. We leave on Sunday morning.
Estoril, that's Spain, isn't it?
No, it's Portugal.
Ah,
oh, this is the brochure. It's a beautiful hotel.
Well, how much is it going to cost?
Oh, it's very reasonable.
Oh, so you are going away then?
Yes, we are. I've just booked it.
Why the heck didn't you come to me? I could have saved you pounds.
Well, because this time we actually want to get there. We don't want to spend the entire fortnight sitting about in Manchester Airport. Derek, will you get me a bit of lemon and a chicken sandwich on brown?
You got no say in this.
I couldn't agree more with Mavis.
Take it the answer's no, then.
To Eric Furman's away, what have you got to worry about? By the time he gets back, all this will have blown over. It will. And even if Fred Elliott does want to make an issue of it, you're more than a match for him, Curly, and Norris Cole. Just tell them what happened. That you're innocent and you're having nothing more to do with these ridiculous 49 tasks.
But Eric...
Will you stop going on about Eric Vernon? He's a successful businessman, Curly. He's got more to worry about than what that lot are up to. I mean, he might be a square dealer, but at least he keeps it in perspective. And you're not telling me that he'd let the likes of Fred Elliott and Norris Cole dictate the way he lives his life. Well, I can't see him thinking much of anybody who would.
You know something? You're right.
A lighting, I mean, that's something else.
Look, Maxine, if this place in town was so good, why are you stopping here?
I'm not saying this place is a dump. I'm just saying that we could make it a bit more fun.
We?
Well, you.
Look, Maxine, I am sorry that you don't approve, all right? But there's just one small problem.
Like what?
Like, who's going to pay for it?
Well, you won't have to spend much. It's mainly redecorating.
Yes.
And we could just move a few things around.
But all that costs money.
Look, you're not just selling hairdressing these days. You're selling this whole feel-good factor.
Maxine, you are not telling me anything that I don't already know. I do occasionally go outside these four walls, you know.
I'm not knocking what you're doing.
Well, I'm
here.
pleased to hear that, seeing as though it does pay your wages.
I'm just saying it could be better. I think you've worked wonders since Denise left, but still her place, isn't it? I mean, it's still the way she designed it. You can tell.
Do you know, I think you and me made a mistake.
Hey?
Well, we should have got married. I mean, the amount of time we spend in this place waiting for our partners.
Did she say how long she was going to be?
No, Alf, she didn't.
Did she say where she was going? Aye, well, I know the signs. Talk about bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
But why is it every time Audrey gets chirpy, you think it's got something to do with you?
What, you're trying to tell me she's not going to do anything for my birthday?
Not going to town. No, I'm staying in. All she
Norris is in chair if you'd like a drink.
No, thanks. I'd better get home. You wanted to see me?
That's right. We've got some news for you.
Oh, news.
The 49 tasks.
Friday.
7:30.
At the lodge.
All will be revealed.
Not to me, it won't. Because I won't be there.
WPC Burrows and PC Bowman. We're looking for Trisha Armstrong.
Oh, I don't know if she's back from work yet. You'd better come in.
Thank you. I'm still not coming. This whole thing is getting ridiculous. It's affecting me, it's affecting me work, it's affecting my relationship with my wife.
You realise where this will leave you with the square dealers if you don't turn up. Not to mention Brother Eric. He's going to be very disappointed in you. I say very disappointed.
Literally.
Nobody likes a wasted journey.
Wasted weekend?
What are you going on about? Eric's in Lowestoft until the end of next week.
That was his plan, certainly, but Brother Eric takes his square dealer's responsibilities very seriously, as I'm sure he expected you to do when he sponsored you. That's why he's coming down Friday.
Friday?
For the disclosure of the 49 tasks.
I dread to think what he'll make of this.
Rebellion.
Unbridled defiance.
You must have one heck of a drum to go to. I can't see much future for you at Furman's.
Friday. 7:30.
Look, Vera, last thing I want to do is cross trouble between you and Jack.
Well, stop asking him for handout, then.
It's not an handout, it's just a temporary loan. I'm going to pay him back.
Well, that's no answer, is it? You're just piling more trouble on yourself.
Well, go on, all right, then you put boot in and all. I thought you'd understand. I mean, you know what it's like, you've been there.
Yeah, I do, and we had to do something about it, didn't we?
Yeah, well, it's not as easy as that, is it, really?
Well, you can do it if you put your mind to it.
Go on, then, tell me how.
Well, we took a lodger, didn't we, Curly? I mean, you can do the same. You've got a back room. I mean, that'd bring a few extra quid in a week.
A lodger?
Well, yeah.
I mean, suppose it don't work out.
Well, it did for us.
Yeah, but you knew, Curly. Different proposition having a complete stranger on your roof.
Look, how long do you reckon you can go around cap in hand, scrounging off your mates, eh?
Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't want to press charges against Carl.
There were witnesses. You'll have no trouble proving it.
I don't want to prove it. I just want him out of my life. Don't you want to see him punished for what he did? And where would that leave me? This would be nothing in comparison to what he'd do when he got out.
What he's done will already affect his release date.
Look, I don't want to press charges, all right? It'll only make matters worse. I just want to be left on my own. To make a life for myself, for me and Jamie, and me baby. Oh, God, that's going to be hard enough without having Carl battering the door down the minute he gets out.
All the more reason to see that he's properly punished. Make him realise that there's nothing in it for him but trouble.
No! Now, just, will you... Just leave me alone.
Well, it's your decision, Mrs. Armstrong. Think about it.
Mum, there's a police car up front.
Jamie!
I'm sorry, I tried to stop him.
They're just going.
What do they want?
We'll let ourselves out.
Well, if you do change your mind, you know where we are.
Are you all right?
What did they want?
Nothing.
Nothing? That is all you ever say. Nothing. I'm not daft, you know.
Nobody said you were, Jamie.
I bet it's about that fella who hit you. That's why they're here.
Leave it, Jamie. It's not what you think. Just trust me, please.
How can I trust you when all you ever do is lie to me? I'll never believe another word you say, ever.
Won't be long. I wasn't sure what time you'd be back.
What have you gone to all this trouble for?
It's no trouble. Where's the point in having nice stuff if you don't use it? Did you see Fred Elliott?
Yes.
And you told him?
Well, yes.
Well, there you go then. It wasn't nearly as bad as you thought, were it?
Hiya. I was wondering if you were free tonight, about 8.
I don't think so.
Well, I suppose if you can't get out, you can't get
I
out.
didn't say I couldn't get out.
I'm not with you.
Why did you do it? Why did you go blabbing to Jim MacDonald? Don't you think I feel bad enough about being stood up without you broadcasting it?
Look, it wasn't like that. Jim's a mate. We're having a chat.
What else did you tell him about me?
Nothing. Look, I told him because I was feeling so chuffed that you and me were getting on so well together.
Were being the operative word.
Oh, come on.
Look, whatever happened between you and me was our business. Nobody else's. How do you think I feel when Jim MacDonald comes in here, tells me he knows everything, even about the dating agency? He even said that he and I might be in the same boat, that he might feel desperate enough to go to a dating agency. I feel so humiliated.
Look, I'm sure he wasn't trying to put you down. He was genuinely pleased for both of us.
When Reg left, I thought I'd never trust another man as long as I lived. I did, I trusted you. What a fool I've been.